Fortnite Festival Season 3 is just a day away, and today we're going to be going over why Season 2 of Fortnite Festival is almost great. If you happen to enjoy this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing, and using code WATSUJI in the Fortnite item shop. Let's get straight into the video. So this video is going to be a little bit more laid back, but I just wanted to discuss Festival Season 2, because I think there's been a lot of good stuff, and a lot of kind of, not so good stuff. So the first thing I want to mention is that during Festival Season 2, we actually saw instrument prices go down, which is really nice, because that's one of the things I actually suggested in my How to Fix Fortnite Festival video. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely go check it out. After this one, of course. But that's one of the things I recommended, and they did. They didn't decrease it as much as I recommended, but it's fine, Decrease is a decrease, so, that's cool. Got a little bit of refunded V-Bucks, so, it's always nice. They didn't decrease jam track prices, and I still think they're a bit pricey, but, it's not horrible. I could deal with it. Just didn't decrease them, didn't really change them at all. I will say, however, this season's jam tracks overall I think have been a lot better and a lot more fun to play than last season's jam tracks. I think a lot of last season's jam tracks were kind of a breeze to kind of go through. Once you got the hang of it, they were harder at the beginning because you're kind of new, but as you got the hang of the controls, I think they were a lot easier and a lot more boring after a while. But these songs feel a lot more replayable overall, in my opinion. A lot of the drum tracks and the vocal tracks this season were pretty good in my opinion. Surround Sound is a really good vocal track. Transparent Soul is probably the best drum track in the game in my opinion. Just saying. It's top tier drum track. And one thing I do want to mention is I think that they kind of need to get better at ranking their difficulties, because the new J Balvin song that just came out is a 6 difficulty on drums, and I don't think it should be 6 at all. I think it should be a 4 at most. The only reason I think it's getting a 6 is because there's some really close triplets in there, but that only happens a few times. It's the choruses, I think. Yeah, it just doesn't make it that challenging, because everything else in that song is pretty easy. There are 5 or 4s that I think are harder than that song, so yeah, I definitely think they should go in and retouch some of the difficulty rankings on the song, because I think they're a little bit off on those. Festival Pass this season was pretty good. I don't know if I would say it's better than last season's. This season did have a lot more stuff that you could use in Battle Royale, but there was less jam tracks. It was only one, so it's not that big of a deal, but there was less jam tracks in the premium track, in the free track. But, it's not that big of a deal, I do think the Lady Gaga stuff is, cosmetic-wise, is a bit worse than the Weeknd stuff. I'm not really a huge fan of the item shop version. I think it could have been done a little bit better. And, yeah, the just lack of, actual BR cosmetics in, the item shop version. It's just a jam track and 2 instruments for, the extra cosmetics and an emote. But that's the only other Battle Royale thing. Yeah, I just think it could have been a better deal. Why not just, throw a pickaxe in there like they did with the Weeknd, Just my personal opinion. I kind of hope they do that with the next festival icon. As of recording this, we don't know what it is. And, as I'm editing this, I probably still won't know, so maybe we'll know when this goes up, but, I'll leave a pinned comment if we do know. But yeah, I definitely think they should include, more Battle Royale stuff in, the item shop versions at least, because, most people are going to see the skin and be like, oh, cool skin, I'm going to buy it. And they buy it, and then they only get the skin, and they spent $3,000 on it, I think there should be a bit more that they can actually use in Battle Royale. I know you can use, jam tracks and the instruments and stuff in Battle Royale, but it's very limited, And when that's adding so much to your price, I think it should be more Battle Royale focused, you know what I'm saying? Considering that's most of the player base. Yeah, overall, I'd say season was pretty good. Songs are pretty good. Instrument prices going down, which was really nice. I'd still want to see jam tracks kind of decrease in price. And there's still no instrument controller support, but that's probably coming somewhat soon, so who knows. There's also a pretty big bug that made scores pretty invalid this season, so it's whatever. But what can you do? What can you really do? Festival Pass was pretty good, but I think it was lacking in some spots. I think the free instruments outside the drums weren't too interesting. They're kind of just recolored default guitars. Really nothing really too crazy. I think they could be a bit better. I do like the free drums. I think they're really good. Max tier reward for the free pass. They're pretty cool. I wish we got more drums, because I feel we don't really get a lot of drums. Because I probably could name all the drums we have off the top of my head. We have the underground drums, the society drums, the Aztec drums, the woodwork drums, the mantis drums that came out pretty recently, the default drums obviously, and then there's 2 unreleased drums, and I think those are the cat drums and the mushroom drums. I don't really know the names of all of them, but you know what I'm saying. I know what all the drums are. And yeah, I just think that, they could make a few more drum sets. They might take a bit longer because it's a lot more parts than a guitar or something. But, I think it would be cool. Also, I think that like, they should just turn, like, the instruments to, like, back blings and pickaxes. Because, I mean, mics already use, like, the default pickaxe animation when you're holding them in, like, the festival lobby. And drums, like, the drumsticks, use the dual-wield pickaxes as, like, their, like, idle animation. So I don't know why they're just not pickaxes already, because they have the models, they have the animations, like, all set to go. Like, they could easily just port it and make the instruments way more worth it. They could easily make the instruments way more worth it if they just do that, because then you can use them, like, more outside of Battle Royale, you know what I'm saying? It would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Festival Season 2. It was almost great. There's some more changes I'd like to make, but I think if they do, like, add instrument support, you know, make some changes to how they price jam tracks, and, like, just make instruments more worth it, I think, you know, Festival could be pretty good, pretty solid, pretty great, and I think Season 3 has the chance to be, like, the best season so far. So yeah, like I said, if you happen to enjoy this video, consider leaving a like and subscribe, and use code WATSOG in the Fortnite item shop to support me. That's all I have for this video. The Chapter 2 Season 8 retrospective is coming soon. I just am working on the script for that one. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Later.